Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Coach Crawf with friends. Yep, you guessed it. Here we are, just sitting on a boat. Sitting on the back of the boat, on the boys' trip. I'll talk to you a little bit about what's going on here. Holy heck. So about 5 years ago, all of our boys from school started putting some money into an account each week. And 5 years later, here we are, rocking on a beautiful boat in the Mentawi Islands. So I hope you're going so well. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we'll give you a bit of an insight into what's going on. I'm sure everyone wants to know about the surf report. Everyone wants to know how many bintangs we've been drinking. And also had a bit of time to think about some lessons as well, as I always do. So the first thing that comes to mind is patience. And after 5 years of consistency and patience, it's landed us here. And it's really special, I think, because we were talking about it last night, and as you get a little bit older, it's not very often that we actually get our core group of schoolmates together. And to do it in a place like this, after the consistency of putting money into a bank account each week and being able to have the privilege to come on this amazing trip together, it's really special. We've had people fly in for 6 days from London. We've had people close down their businesses for a couple of weeks. We've had people still running their businesses while we're here as well. And one of my mates, Wispy, said it yesterday. And, this is the mate from London. And he was just saying, how much he could have listened to the stories of it's a bit ridiculous to come from London 24 hours on a plane, come and spend 6 days on a boat with your mates and then fly back just for 6 days. And it stuck with me. He said, yeah, you can listen to that, or you can just go do it. How many limitations and restrictions do we put on ourselves because the environment says, oh, no, you shouldn't do that. And now he'll have this 6 days. Whoa, I'm just having mad deja vu right now. He'll have this 6 days that'll be with him for the rest of his life. So it's really special. But, on one side, this is what I've been thinking about while I'm here, is on one side of the spectrum is patience and consistency. And then on the other end of the spectrum is aligned action and just claiming what's underneath your nose. And so there's this spectrum, and I look at this when it comes to your North Star, when it comes to building a life of your dreams. It's patience of the vision in the pursuit, in the long run. Patience, having this real strong North Star and guiding vision. But then when it comes to actually bringing that into reality, bringing that vision into reality, there can't just be patience in the actions. The actions need to be actioned. They need to be claimed. I think this is where people go wrong when it comes to bringing their goals into reality. It's like just things will come to me, and what's meant for me will come to me. And yeah, that's true to some point, but that's where the patience comes in the long run. But then if you're patient with taking action, there'll never be any action taken towards that goal. You with me? This may be making sense, it may not, but who cares? But do you know what I mean? Like, the actions that we as a group were taking every week was putting $15 into an account. The consistency, the actions every single week for 5 years allowed us to bring this long-term vision and goal to fruition. Sitting on this beautiful boat with a banana microphone, like having the time of our lives. It was the small actions. And probably haven't done a podcast for 2 or 3 weeks now. It's been a really powerful time for me personally. And you know, the last podcast that I did with a guest was with my business mentor and just mentor. And if you haven't listened to that one, that's a 3-hour monster. That's just so many golden nuggets in that. But I actually, the week before I came here to Indonesia, I did 5 days immersed with him, and that was huge. And what I got from that was this claiming piece, was claiming what is mine. And what I've found is mine to step into and to claim is my power, and is the leader that I am, and is actually just claiming that this is my life. It's beautiful roller coaster, you know. And in the past, I probably haven't come into wholeness with actually Coach Crawf. And there's been some separation between work and like play. But now it feels really nice just to claim that, well, you know what? They can coexist. Like, this is enjoyable for me. And it's part of my work. It's been really cool this trip to be taking client calls and to getting people along to base camp and to be recording this podcast right now. So it feels really nice. What other lessons from last week? Geez, there was a few. This one's pretty powerful. And if you're someone who's been immersing themselves in personal development work or a healing journey, or you're someone who feels as though you're going around in a bit of a circle, maybe you're finding yourself in same patterns and behaviors, or maybe you've got visions for the future of somewhere that you would like to be, or a goal or an objective, or I think this was so powerful for me. Sometimes the healing journey or the journey of personal development and growth can actually be a bit of a limitation, a bit of a limiting pattern. And it's the story that well, I'll be healed when, or I'll be enough after I've done this course, or there needs to be another breathwork session done and then I'll be healed, or I need to go and do this plant medicine ceremony and then I'll have the insights. And I want to say this, that there's absolutely a time and place to do the healing work. Absolutely. What I'm saying is that it can be this like never-ending loop, never-ending cycle that can trap a lot of people. How's the sway on the boat? And what if once you've done that next breathwork journey, what if next time you did that plant medicine ceremony, what if next time that talk therapy session was enough for now? And what if you were able to just decide? What if you were able to just decide to be the higher version of yourself today? What if it was a choice? And so again, this isn't me saying avoid the healing work. That's not what I'm saying. But it's to trust in the work that you have done on yourself. To trust that you are enough. Yeah, that's a big one, hey? Anyway, I went for a surf this morning and it's been good. Hadn't surfed too much before this trip, but yeah, so nice just to be surfing in boardies. It's probably a nice 2 or 3 foot out there. Waves all day. There's a nice right-hander out here at the moment. Probably got about 15 or so waves this morning, which is nice. Probably a little bit burnt, as you can see. But yeah, this trip is, I don't know. Yeah, there's something about just being with your childhood mates, like, especially in a place like this, you know, I think I really needed it. I didn't need it, but it's just nice, you know? It's just nice. Here he is. Come on, Louis. Come and say g'day. So, incoming guest, we've got an intruder, and his name's Lewis Astorino. Lewis, welcome to the show, brother.
Hey, everybody.
What do you got to say for yourself?
Oh, not much. Living the best life on a boat.
Yeah.
Pretty good, eh?
Anyway, what I was saying is that, yeah, it's a nice 2 or 3 foot out there. Got some fresh coconuts from the...
A few lobsters.
Yeah, a few lobsters. Nah, probably not. A few missed caught fish. It's yeah, life's good, legends. So hope you're doing so well. As always, thanks for being a part of the show. Thanks for coming along for the journey. I'm sure there was some beautiful insights in that one, and I will see you next time.